This video is intended for students participating in the Who Wants to Be a Mathematician math contest. To take these tests, qualifying tests, and practice tests, we will use MapleTA. Now when you navigate to MapleTA, you have to log in. Your login information should have been provided to you by your teacher. If you haven't received it, please speak to your teacher to get it. So I'm going to log in as a student right now. The very first time you log in, you will be taken to a screen that asks you to validate your information. This includes things like your first name, last name, email, and so on. If there are any errors here, please make the necessary changes, and then once you're done, push the Submit button at the bottom of your screen. If you ever have to change this information later on, click on your name in the top right of your screen, then click on Edit User on the left, and you can now change your information as you did before. Once you're done, click Submit again. When you now log into MapleTA, you'll be taken to the My Homepage section. What you want to do now is click on the Who Wants to Be a Mathematician class name. This takes you to the class homepage for Who Wants to Be a Mathematician. As you can see, you can take a practice test or the qualifying test if it's available. To take the practice test, click on the practice test under the assignment name column. A new window will open up with the very first question of the practice test. You can enter responses in the text areas like so, and then push the next button to go to the next question. You can navigate from question to question using the back and next buttons at the bottom of your screen. To navigate directly to a question, use the question menu to select it. There are certain symbols that require special syntax in MapleTA. So for example, for an exponent, you have to use the caret symbol. If you want to use square root, you have to type SQRT and then put parentheses. Now whatever value you put in the parentheses, the square root will be taken of. To use pi, simply type in pi. But if the equation is too complicated, you can switch to symbol mode like so. In symbol mode, the equation editor will load. This equation editor lets you insert symbols from the top of it. So for example, you can insert a fraction, or a square root, or even an exponent. And when you insert them, you can then change the values of the placeholders to whatever you want them to be. So here I can change this fraction to, let's say, 5/7. You can also use your keyboard to insert things into the equation editor. So for example, 2/5 makes a fraction, and x caret symbol 2 makes an exponent. If you then switch back to text mode, whatever you typed into the equation editor is converted. You can now go forward and answer the rest of the questions. Once you are done, click on the Submit Assignment button. If you left any questions blank, you will be notified. You can go back and put your responses in, or click on the question number directly, and you'll go back to that question, and you can type in your response here. However, if you are happy with what you've done, click Submit Assignment once more, and the test will be finished. As you can see, you are told your score out of 10, and you can also view details as to which questions you got right and wrong, as well as the correct responses. If this were an actual qualifying test, you would not see your score out of 10 or any other details. All you would see is a thank you message. You can now push the quit button to go back to the class homepage. Now, if you want to go through an actual qualifying test, you have to click the link under assignment name as before. You will notice that you do require authorization to take these tests. If you don't have authorization but you think you should have it, please speak to your teacher to get it. If you ever need help, the help menu in the top is always available while using MapleTA. This help section gives you instruction on how to use the MapleTA system. And this concludes the video for students participating in the Who Wants to Be a Mathematician contest.